This video is sponsored by the gaming app Arcade. Every week you can win up to $1,000 by taking part in various beauty pageants. Download today to receive 3,000 cash to join any category of your choice. You can download Arcade from Google Play Store.
Hello kings and queens, and welcome to another session with Asian Queen. So today I'm talking about this Nollywood actor that I don't really know, I don't have any opinion about him, about his acting. But ever since he started being active on social media and posting his thoughts, I actually wish that he had kept his thoughts to himself, because the man doesn't really have any good thoughts to communicate. This man is, what the hell is his name again? Edochie. Yeah, so Edochie is, again, a regular Nollywood actor. Nothing extraordinary about him. He does a lot of palace movies. I'm so sick and tired of all those palace movies. He likes to, give his input on issues surrounding society, relationships, politics. And there was a time he decided to give his input on domestic violence. And that's when I realized that the man is a goat.
You see, my father never hit my mom for one day. I mean, all the years I spent, I lived with them as a kid, and I never saw that. My father never ever hit my mother for one day. Not just because my father's a gentleman, but my mom always knew when to zip up. All right, my mom respects my father a lot. She always knows when to zip up. They had a lot of arguments. I mean, it's normal for couples to have arguments. But I noticed something. In the midst of all the arguments, anytime my father's voice goes up, my mom's voice would go down. I repeat, anytime my father's voice goes up, my mom's voice would go down and out. And then the man would pick his keys and leave. These days, a man picks his keys to go out and drink, and the woman will be like, "Look, you're not going anywhere. Stay here, you coward. Weak man, we'll settle this."
So Edochie posted a video saying that the reason why women face domestic violence is because they don't keep quiet. We are always quick to respond, and we say hurtful things. And that is the reason why we get the beatings of our life whenever we have a quarrel with our men. Yes, Edochie is a goat, because obviously Edochie doesn't understand that domestic violence doesn't just happen like that. It is something that happens in stages, and before it escalates to physical violence, there's always that verbal abuse at the beginning. So yes, a man who is physically violent towards you is a man who is also verbally abusive towards you. But of course, Edochie doesn't know this, because Edochie has never sat down to actually think, because he's too busy making his crappy ass Nollywood movies. But before I get to the reason why I'm making this video, let me give you a little background. Edochie is a married man, and he got married back in 2004. He has 4 children and 1 daughter called Danny, who is 15 years old. Edochie is also the son of Pete Edochie, the veteran Nollywood actor. We remember that Pete Edochie has 5 children, and he has another son that is also an actor, and I think his name is Link, and his wife is still alive, Josephine. Now, we know that Pete Edochie is old school. The man is 73 years old, okay? And he has his own share of misogynistic crap and homophobic crap. For example, he said once that when a man kneels down to propose to a woman, he's practically telling the woman that you are the one who is going to be leading in this relationship, and he's giving a woman the chance to walk all over him. Of course, he's of the school that the man is the head, the woman is the neck, and the man should give instructions and the woman should obey. So obviously, seeing a man kneel down to propose to a woman is something that shocks him, culturally speaking, and puts everything that he has ever believed in doubt. Now, when it comes to his homophobic rants, he once said that gay men are the reincarnation of women who have died. Well, let's think about the fact that gay people are not just men. Gay people are also women. So it's either Pete Edochie wants to come out and explain to us why we have gay women as well. Perhaps they are also the reincarnation of men that have died. I don't know. Anyway, like, he is what he is, okay? The man is old. We sort of like, you know, we don't want to talk bad about Pete Edochie because he has earned his spot in our hearts because of the movie roles that he has played over the years. So yes, let's cut him some slack. But when it comes to his son, I'm sorry, we are not cutting some slack because is a young man. I think he should be like in his early 40s. Like, he is not old. So why is he so archaic with his mindset? When a man holds all these, you know, archaic views about women, you know, he's misogynistic, he is sexist, he is biased, of course the people that will follow him will also have that mindset. Edochie forgot that he has a teenage daughter, and that whatever he says about women will definitely reflect on her. And that is why when Edochie posted his daughter's picture on Twitter to wish her a happy birthday, he experienced a wave of grown-ass men coming to his Twitter page to talk about how they were ready to violate his daughter. That is one of the consequences of having that kind of mindset. Because it is always easy when you have to talk about women that, you know, are not close to you, women who do not affect your life, and women whose life you think you do not affect, but do affect with your mindset. The thing is that misogyny doesn't make any difference between your daughter and the woman outside. These men that came online to sexualize a 15-year-old girl did not care that her father is the kind of man who actually supports men. They didn't care that her father is the kind of man who would come out and defend an abuser. They didn't care that the father is the kind of man who would make case for a rapist if there was a chance to make case for him. All they saw was a woman. All they saw was a female human. And they went for her. Did Edochie understand what he had done? Did he understand that by voicing out certain opinions, he surrounded himself with mad-like men who would eventually prey on his daughter? I hope he did. Because I have not seen him post anything so stupid in a very long time. I've not seen him write any advice to women. I've not seen him write anything that made me, you know, roll my eyes to the point where they almost got lost in my eye sockets. Perhaps he has learned the lesson. And I do hope that he has really learned his lesson. This is the reason why we should all be feminists. A feminist man will never ever be surrounded by misogynists. He won't even give them the chance. A feminist man is a man who has control over his environment. A feminist man is a man that protects the women in his life and protects every other woman, even though this woman has nothing to do with him. A feminist man posts a picture of his daughter. Nobody will come on that post to sexualize his 15-year-old daughter and talk about how she is ripe as if she were an apple. When we talk about respecting women, when we talk about protecting women, when we talk about recognizing the fundamental rights of women and girls, we are talking about issues like this. We are talking about stopping men from coming online to blame women for domestic violence. We are talking about stopping men from sexualizing a 15-year-old girl. We are talking about stopping men from thinking that it is okay to marry a 12-year-old girl and have sex with her. It's not even sex, it is rape. Just because you are married or you think you are married to that girl doesn't take away the fact that she is a baby and has no business partaking in sexual intercourse with a man in his 30s. Usually, we preach about feminism all the time. I preach about feminism all the time. And I'll probably preach about feminism until I die. I've been preaching about feminism since I was like 15 or 16. And I'm still here today talking about it. Because it matters. Situations like this shouldn't happen. And if this event that involved you, Edochie's daughter, made you sick to your stomach, then you should start doing something about it. And you should start from yourself and then from the people around you. And hopefully one day the world will understand that when a dad posts a picture of his daughter and says, "Happy birthday, my 15-year-old daughter," the best thing to do is say, "Happy birthday to your daughter," and not, "Oh, look how ripe she is. I can't wait to do certain things to her." That is disgusting. And that is all for today, guys. I will see you next time to discuss another celebrity. See you now. Bye bye.